I ride on a carousel. To the sides in my mind that I cannot help. Had to die in heaven just to get to hell. Fell when the lights went out. Now my real friends like
Hey, what's up you guys? It's Caroline and welcome back to my channel. I'm kind of excited for today's video because I turned 21 in October and I've never done a video like this before, but I thought it'd be beneficial not just for me but for you guys because I want to share all the stuff that I've gone through at the age of 20 and what I've learned. These things, like these little bits of information, helped me grow as a person and realize that some of the stuff that I was like freaking out about in my high school years, like had nothing, they're not even existing in my college years. But don't mind my attire. I am wearing just like my hoodie and just like casual because, you know, I don't want to, like, I used to get all dressed up in my YouTube videos and I really don't like that anymore. I just like doing my makeup, you know, and saying like, you know, peace. But I also don't have like hardly any clothes to my name, so there's that. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get started with today's video. One of the things I've learned growing up is that, you know, especially this year, oh my gosh, is that, you know, people will always have a reason to dislike you. I mean, you don't even have to give them a reason. They'll find one of their own. And I used to, like, you know, beat myself up saying I'm doing everything wrong. I'm a freaking burden. I am, like, people just hate me for some reason and I don't know what I'm doing. Like, what am I doing? And I used to, like, keep myself up and I thinking, what the hell did I do to this person? Turns out I didn't do anything because they were insecure and just caught up in their own head that they had to put somebody else down to make themselves happy, which is just bizarre and unexcusable. But people out there, like, people like that exist, especially in high school. I mean, you got those petty girls who will, like, dislike you and spread rumors about you for no reason. And I had that happen to me. And once I figured out that it was never me and I could just, you know, let myself calm down because they were the problem and it wasn't me. They are the person with all the issues, not you. Another thing I learned, which is like really important, especially when I was going through my eating disorder. I mean, I'm still going through it, but I'm way better off than I was like 4 years ago, especially this last year. Just the way diets are thrown around into our society, they take it like there's like certain diets that people follow acting like, and then just throw it around like it's a joke. It's not a joke. I mean, keto was for kids with epilepsy, and you know, like paleo, those are for people with actually medical reasons or like stuff that people just believe in. It's not just the thing to like lose weight. I mean, some people have like heart issues and they need to cut out some red meat. Doesn't mean you need to because this other person's doing it. Their body is way different than yours and you don't need to match your portions or your diet to theirs because they have different needs, their metabolism's different, genes, vitamin deficiencies, all the above. It's way, everybody else is different. Your gene pool is different. I mean, some people are built different. Some people can have a high metabolism. Some people have thyroid issues and need to have medications to speed their metabolism up. It's all genetic and you don't need to worry about that stuff. Eat in moderation and, you know, do some joyful movement and you know what, you're set. Do not follow those crazy fad diets you see all over the TV. This kind of goes into my first one, but popularity does not matter once you leave high school. It took me forever to figure out that, you know, I wanted to be popular so bad when I was growing up. Like, you know, you always had those couple of kids in elementary school who were always like, you know, popular, but you didn't really know the meaning of it. They were always the one who was like friends with everybody. Everybody loved them. I kid you not, I tried to be that person. I tried to be the person that everybody loved, and I ended up, like, you know, distancing from my own values and not, like, you know, just struggling with my identity. And I didn't know who I was. I was trying to please the wrong people. I got into a toxic crowd and I had to distance myself from those people, and I didn't realize it until it was too late. I was just trying to fit in to society's version of, like, you know, beautiful or popularity and I end up just, you know, losing myself. And I wish I knew that sooner. I wish I had like a big sister. I mean, I have a big sister, but I wish that I had like a YouTube person to go to when, like, back then, and tell me that all these things. So I'm just giving you a heads up that popularity doesn't matter once you leave high school, because college, everybody's just doing their own thing. They're like, see you later. I'm just gonna go to school, I'm gonna go take a nap, I'm gonna get food, I'm gonna go drink, whatever. It's it's totally different, okay? Now, oh, this one, good lord. Ugh. It's like all in the movies that you need to have your future planned out by the time you leave high school. I mean, yes, it is good to have a plan, but you don't need to have like planned in the exact order, like, you know, A, B, C, D, and if D goes before C and then B goes before A, it's just like you get so freaked out, and it just makes your skin crawl, and you feel like you failed, or like you'll never be that person that you wanted to be when you were about to leave high school. All that junk. Your future will always be there. That plan will always be there. That's why some people, they take a gap year in between college years, because they feel like, I think I'd stepped in too soon. I need to take a step back. I need to see if this is really what I want. And then I'll go back, and after maybe I learned a few lessons, maybe this is not really what I want. Maybe I wanted to be a doctor because my parents wanted me to be a doctor. It's all about what you feel in here, and it's that gut feeling that's telling you that you need to, like, you know, take a step back, then go for it, because your gut, it does not lie to you, girl. It's like Gibbs on his gut. He always followed his gut, and what happened? It was always right. Oh my god. I write these things down, and then it ends up like hitting me like like I wish I knew this. You cannot run away from change. Yeah. You cannot run away from change. I always thought that, you know, I could stop the change from happening. Like, you know, you just cannot run away from change. Okay? Change is inevitable. It's part of culture. It's part of life. I cannot tell you how many times I try to press pause on my life to prevent a change from happening. Something as like microscopic as like my hair being changed. Like if I went to go get a haircut, or if I want to dye my hair. I kid you not, when I was 11 years old, my parents gave me highlights, put through my hair through that cap. I was in pain. I was like, okay, yeah, got it all highlighted, let's go. I had it for less than a week, and I had my mom dye my hair back brunette because I hated it. I hated when I had my nails painted. I'd immediately take it off, like right after. I'm like, I don't like this. No. We cannot be stuck in the past. We cannot be future tripping and think this is immediately going to happen in the future, and your mind just goes 90 to nothing, and you get all anxious over nothing because you don't know what's going to happen. So accept change. It's there. Just accept it and move on. Okay. So this one's kind of deep. Our bodies are unique, and they need to be treated with love and respect. I wish I knew that. I wish someone told 13-year-old me that my body was fine just the way it was. I mean, was I going through a phase where I was, you know, putting on a little fluff because I was growing, and my body and my hormones were trying to figure each other out? I mean, I was going to start my period soon, and my hormones were trying to follow the menstrual cycle hormones. And I mean, I didn't realize, I wasn't really aware of weight back then, and I noticed my stomach was a little bit different than everybody else's. That, you know, some girls were, you know, they were the athletic ones, and they were, you know, like a stick and all that stuff, and I'm average, and I thought I should look like a stick. And once I reached puberty and I had my period, I had boobs, and I thought that I was fat. And once I was 16 and I thought, you know, I needed to lose weight, maybe I needed to start moving around more, but I went into it instead of trying to better my cardiovascular health or just better my health in general and trying to make myself like feel good for my health, I went into it for looks. I wanted to look like a Victoria's Secret model, model, and I thought, I was like, okay, I need to look like Gigi and Bella Hadid. I need to look like, you know, so-and-so. I used to watch Caraline's videos growing up, and I thought, you know, I should like look like her. And I wish I treated my body with the respect that it was destined to have. I mean, we're only given one body, just one, and it's all we have. And if we don't treat it right, we're not gonna have a great, you know, we're not gonna have a great life. We're not gonna have a great mentality, and we're not gonna have just a fulfilled life that God intended us to have, because we're so wrapped up in our vanity. So, I mean, some of it's gonna sound repetitive, but there's a whole different backstory behind it. Negative people influence who we become as adults. I used to have a friend, and she was my best friend, I'm not gonna lie, but then we grew apart, and we had different ideas of what we wanted to do with our lives, and different ideas of, like, you know, values, and we drifted apart. But not before I realized that this person, she was toxic. She was always negative. She was, you know, bullying other people, spreading rumors, and I didn't want to see it, because she was the only friend I really had. All those times I was going through stuff. I was going through a lot of crap, and she was there through all of it. She was the one I decided to cling to, and I guess it's just because she was that type of person that made you feel wanted, and that she could get you places. And I think I cling to that more than anything. And I blame myself for when our friendship fell apart. And of course, I started distancing myself from her. I mean, not gonna lie, over a boy. A boy, really? But it took that boy to make me realize that she was just a bad seed. That person's not always gonna be a bad seed, but she needs, those people need to figure out for themselves that what are they doing that's driving people away. And so I'm glad to say that she's in a better place now, but we just don't hang out anymore. Same thing with family members. If there's like a toxic family member that you feel that just impacts you and keeps you from having a higher quality of life because you're so like effed up mentally because of them, then it's time to, like, you know, scoot them over to the side and say, you know, just like shoo them away like a freaking, like an ant. Okay, so that was the majority of the video. I want to leave you on with a good note. No matter how old you get, you need to be thankful for the little things in life. And I wish growing up that I was thankful for everything. Like, thankful that I was able to wake up, thankful that I had a roof over my head, thankful that I had food, and thankful I had a family who cared about me and loved me, because not a lot of people have that. And don't just like be grateful. I mean, yes, be grateful that you have money, but don't let that to be the only thing you're grateful for. Don't think a blessing is like having like a mansion or $1 million, like, you know, lottery deal or something. Blessings are disguised as little things every single day. They're like little Easter eggs, and once you look at them and you notice it, say, thank you, God, for giving me this today. Those things are the best things in life. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like and subscribe, and I really hope you stick around. I'm trying to get back in the YouTube world, but I'm figuring out my channel, and if it changes, I will hope you change along with me. But yeah, so like I said, don't forget to hit a like and subscribe, and just remember, your body is yours, it's unique, it's beautiful, and don't change it for anybody. Be who you are, and not what everybody else wants you to be. Okay? I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.
These thoughts in my head take control, but when I'm down, I beg for more. I beg for more. And I've been thinking about you all night. I don't wanna fight. All these other random girls wanna kill my vibe. Yeah, what a waste of time. So what, I'm broken.